What is going on, all my favorite internet weirdos? How are you guys doing today? Or as you're more commonly loved and known as, my viewers to play later. Having great paint sessions, dice roll in your favor? Man, I hope so, because that is a beautiful thing to behold, right? Okay, today we're going to have kind of a mini rant, and it's going to be, well, around Warmachine. And I figured, why not do the bad boy of Signar, right? So as you know by the thumbnail that has clicked on today, we're going to kind of talk about Lord General Coleman Stryker, and were we just more patient putting miniatures together back in the day? But you know how we have to do things? Yep, we got to get that adulting out of the way. So first up is a word from our unofficial sponsor.
So there I was, 23 years old, prime of my life. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and my hair was thinning. It was all falling out. It wasn't until I discovered this one solution that changed everything. My first initial thought was, it's gotta be genetics, right? It's not my fault, this is genetic. Go and find out. I'm not the only one dealing with thinning hair and confidence issues. And it was nuts because we started to change everything in our routine.
We started looking at what we were putting in our bodies, what we were eating, how much water we were intaking, and then we started working out and taking care of ourselves, but still something was missing.
But also what we put on our body is drastically important to our skin and hair health. So we ditched all of those chemical filled products. We started using healthy, organic ingredients and took it upon myself to start creating these organic ingredient products to help people. I have a solution for you. Ditch all of those chemical filled products and grab something that's organic, natural, handmade, something that your family will thank you and your health will thank you. Make the switch today.
Great man, great company. Seriously, click the link down below if you're into self-care. It's got to be your way to go for, for men's grooming stuff and female grooming. It's a great grooming company to go look at. Made in the USA, veteran owned, can't go wrong there. Make sure you abuse the ever-loving out of that viewer discount code that Johnny has given you. Okay, normally I would have a price, but I'm not with this one. I had to go find it on eBay simply because these things are getting harder and harder to find. This was made during Privateer Press's reign. As you can see right there, Steamforged Games is not currently producing any of them, but they did say you can use them if you can find them. Here's your catch. It's got to be in a themed force that they have on their app. So you have to go back and looking through Legacy and other stuff and figure out, well, if you want to use, Coleman Stryker in this version in your force, where he's at. All right. The other reason I'm not doing it is because the eBay seller said it was new, sealed in the box. And no, it really wasn't. That's kind of the box that showed up. It did not have the wonderful little combat card in there. So I was a little bit upset. The other thing that got me was I really, really, really would have liked some instructions. Because, yeah, every one of those things in there was filled with metal parts. Now here's the other part of this video. And it's got me really, really thinking. All right. Now, for the record, here he is all put together. I had lots of problems with it. And one of the biggest glaring ones is his cloak back here would not go into the upright position. It just kind of had to lay down. So it made some trouble for the back pauldrons. But, yeah. Okay. Big reason for this video is back in the day, all I used was Zap-A-Gap. Alright? It worked great for plastic. It worked really, really well for metal miniatures, especially like the Privateer Press ones. And yeah, I was one of those guys who were like, okay, I'll glue here, I'll lick this part of the thing, put it together, instant bonding. I never really got the bonding spray thing. That was just me, I never did. And yeah, it's probably why I have taste bud issues nowadays for licking metal for so long, right? But it didn't seem like I had to hold things forever and a day way back when. It just seemed like maybe 10 seconds and I was kind of good to go. I primarily use Gorilla Glue gel now for anything resin, or recently with getting back into Warmachine, anything metal. But it seems like it just doesn't ever want to hold. I seriously threw away a different version of Stryker recently. I think it was from Escalation. The one where he's got his sword up like this and he's charging. Because there were so many pieces and trying to get it together, it seemed like no matter what I was doing, the pieces didn't want to go. Even taking a file and scraping up the metal and putting them together. Even trying to get the glue on there and kind of get it a little wet. Because I remember that trick from way back in the day, the water instantly bonding with super glue. I just couldn't make it happen. So were we more patient back then because we didn't get spoiled with lots of plastic miniatures? I mean, I remember the monopose plastics you used to get from Games Workshop. Clip it off the sprue, clean up the mold lines, fits right perfectly in the little slot base. Dress right dress, you keep going forward. They weren't as intensely beautiful as they are nowadays. Whereas today with a plastic miniature, it's like you take the plastic glue, you go boop, put it together, boom, sealed, you're effed if you did anything wrong. You've got to get to it in like 2 seconds and get it moved or it's permanently in that position. Holding things in place for him, he was about a 5-day build. Simply because right down here, the whole miniature is basically held up by 2 little bits right on the back of the wall. So you had to make sure that was in there secure. Getting the arm with, the banner, getting it in there. Holy crap. Getting the stupid little eagle up on top of the standard. That's a separate piece all by itself. And I'm like, dear God, help me here. And don't get me started with the cape on the back. I would get it in the upright position where it's supposed to be. I'd go away for a little bit, come back in, it's back down. Then I have to kind of peel it off carefully, kind of scrape the dead glue away, try to get it back in there, and it's coming right back down. So I just left it in that fall down position. But I don't know, I'm just curious, is it just me getting older and losing patience for basically everything? Or do you guys who are older gamers feel this frustration nowadays? That it's like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this bonding? Is this super glue retardedly stupid? I know that word's going to get me flagged for something, but still. I thought I'd make this video and put it out there because I'm really, really curious. Is it just me? I know some of you are going to drop me a comment and go, yes, it is. That's okay. I love you guys anyway. But yeah, I mean, all right. I'm going to get off on a different rant. So, we're at the best part of the video for me. Seriously, we really, really, truly are. I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff right down below. Do you feel this way about certain things like I do? Are you more experienced with different things? I mean, are you one of those guys that pins everything no matter what it is and you have no issues with anything? If so, good on you. That's all I got to say. Now, best way to support the channel is hit that big thumbs up and drop me a comment down below. If you feel you need to hit that thumbs down, that's okay too. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us for a little while. But there we go, guys. My weird, were we just more patient way back in the day with Lord Coleman Striker? Well, excuse me, Lord General Coleman Striker. Didn't mean to demote him, even though he's dead. According to the lore, he's dead now. I want to thank you guys for watching this one. Hopefully you're having a great day today. Hopefully you're having a safe day today. And Emperor willing, one day, really soon, we'll be rolling them dice across the tabletop.